Hello everyone, thanks for tuning in again to my channel, Rector Claudette. So today I'm doing something different. I want to show you my natural beauty daytime moisturizing routine. So a quick backstory about my interest in natural beauty. So in about, I want to say like 2010, 2011, I got really interested in natural health and natural health remedies, different healing modalities after coming out of grad school, where I realized I was not taking care of myself to the degree that I should have been, right? So fast forward to 2011, I just wanted to learn as much as I could about natural healing, natural health, and the things that I was putting not only in my body, but on my body. So I went through this whole process of getting rid of products that weren't as healthy, like changing deodorants, also changing my diet. I went vegan. I experimented even within veganism, different elements. I studied herbology, which really was the foundation for me getting even deeper into natural products and natural skincare. And today, fast forward to 2023, where we are now, I have amassed a regimen, a routine that I found has worked for me. So I've been using a lot of the products that I'm going to describe here, I want to say for at least, some of them at least 3 years, some are new. I'll talk about that as we progress in the video. And right, so the first step for the daytime face routine is to make sure your face is clean. So I'm not gonna demonstrate that on the video. I just got out the shower. The face wash that I've been using, I want to say maybe 5 years now. I don't know how many years it's been, but I've been using this for a while and it's worked for me and I really like it. And it's the Acure Welcome to Skin Wellness Brightening Cleansing Gel. At one point, you could only find it at select stores. I think I discovered this in Whole Foods, the Whole Foods beauty section, skincare section. And I've been using it ever since. I like it because it's simple. My skin is sensitive to harsh ingredients, and this is a pretty simple product. And the majority ingredient is glycerin, right? So there's glycerin, there's other things in it. I'm also drawn to products that have some sort of seaweed, chlorella. If it says chlorella, if it says a seaweed, I'm sold. I went through a period where I was just obsessed with seaweeds and all the sea vegetables, and that was when I was in my vegan stage. So I was comping for fish. I now eat fish. I love fish. I'm not vegan anymore, but I was supplementing a lot with seaweeds. So I was eating what the fish ate. Anyway, so I like this face wash because it's simple. It's under $10. It's about $7, $8. You can find it at Whole Foods, Amazon. I'm seeing it more readily available than I did in the past. And it's a simple product and it gets your face clean. Before, I would just rely on my fingers. You know, you're taught that your finger pads are pretty good cleaning tools for your face. And there was a season where for a while, that was all that I would use because I would find brushes and different exfoliants to be too harsh. And I certainly do not use my sponge, my bodily sponge on my face. And I don't suggest that you do either. Maybe it works for you, but for me, the body scrubs, like I use a towel sponge. It's like a long type of netted sponge to scrub my body. I do not put that on my face. I don't scrub my face with that because it would be too harsh and would create irritation and bumps and things of that sort. But I did find this really nifty product from Target a few years ago, and it's from EcoTools. And I've been using this recently more regularly in the mornings. Before, I would just use this occasionally whenever I felt like my face needed a deeper clean. But lately, I've been implementing this every morning, and I think my skin is flourishing as a result of it. So I like this product because it's not too harsh. The bristles aren't hard at all. So I just used it. So if you see some water splashing, it's because I literally just used this a few minutes ago. But I like this product because it's not too harsh on the face. It has not irritated me. I haven't felt any burning or any sort of irritation as a result of using this. And I think it's going to be part of my daily staple now. So what I do is just apply some of this on this and then get to work on my face. All right, so after I do the foundational face scrub, the actual washing of my face, I go ahead and I apply this Stone Crop Gel Wash by Eminence Organic Skincare. I learned about this product line from an esthetician on YouTube. I just happened to check out one of her videos and she was talking about skin toners. I was looking for a new skin toner because I used to use Thayers and I stopped using Thayers because of the alcohol content and I found that to be too harsh on my skin. So anyway, I learned about Eminence Organic Skincare from that YouTube esthetician. I don't recall her name. And I found that I needed more moisture in my skin. So even though my skin is oily, and I think by now a lot of people have discussed the need for moisture on oily skin. So even if your skin is oily, you need moisture. When I was younger, I didn't listen to that advice. I didn't know anything about that. So I would use like one product just to wash my face and allow my natural oils to get me through the day. But I cannot do that now. So I realized that I needed to find as much moisturizing products as I could that wouldn't be heavy for my skin and wouldn't produce like more oil buildup. And I figured that I would try this gel wash. So on its own, some people use this as their only gel wash, their only wash routine or product in their morning face wash routine. If they have really sensitive skin, and that's according to reviews. So I don't know people personally use this, but based on their reviews that they would use only this product to wash their face each morning and night or however many times they do. But I found that this didn't give me the clean feeling that I needed in order to know that my skin was clean. But I decided to think of it as a co-wash. So throwback to the natural hair girls, the natural hair routine and natural hair days when we would co-wash, where you would get a conditioner and wash your hair with conditioner as a step in between washes to get more moisture in the hair. Well, I thought I would incorporate this into my routine as a type of face co-wash. So after I use my cleansing face wash, I would use this just as a moisturizing face wash, so as a conditioner. And I think it works for me. I like how my skin feels afterwards. It doesn't feel too dry. Even though the face wash that I use, the Acure face wash that I use, isn't really drying, essentially, it still leaves, it's not as moisturizing as it could be. So I go in with this, just a small amount, like a pea-sized amount, my fingertips, and wash it, like massage it into my face and wash it off. And then I'm set as far as my face wash goes for the day. And now I'm gonna get into some demonstration because I did the first 2 steps in the shower. So after that, I go in with my toner. And this is by Eminence Organic Skincare. Again, this is the Stone Crop Hydrating Mist. I decided to stay within the product line. So this is the product that the esthetician recommended on YouTube as a toner. So I've been using this and I just go ahead and spray in my face, and I usually protect my edges. My hair is usually straight, so I'll go ahead and massage that in. Sometimes I do a little more, a little less, and then also it depends on the moisture availability in the air, how quickly this is absorbed in my skin. So I may go in with a little more or a little less depending on my mood. So it's just to wake up the skin and act as a toner. So this product is supposed to reduce hyperpigmentation, and that's something that I have dealt with. I think a lot of melanated ladies deal with that because once those dark spots come, it's hard to get rid of them naturally. Like, you end up going on this whole quest to find the perfect product to remove dark spots. I found that it's just better to avoid them in the beginning, and you avoid dark spots by staying away from products that have alcohol in it, that have a high alcohol content. It can have a little alcohol, but you stay away from alcohol-based contents, and that just nips things in the bud before it becomes a bigger issue. Anyway, so after that, I go in with this product, my Bader, Augustinus Bader The Essence. This is a staple for me. This is a very excellent product in my opinion. It is a sort of, they call it an essence, which is like supposed to go after a toner. But I find it to be a good moisturizing product. So I just put a little bit on my fingers. I'm gonna go ahead and wipe that in, because the goal of my skincare regimen is moisture that penetrates, moisture that is comedogenic, forget the word, that's oil stimulating, because I already have natural oils that my face produces. I don't want to add to it. I don't want to just slap on layers of product that traps it and creates this like effect and make my face bump city, God forbid. But anyway, so I go in with this product. I find that it's really good. I like the price point. It's not on the cheap side, but it's not on the expensive side. It's not overly expensive. So a bottle will run you about $65, but it lasts. I found that one bottle of this could last me almost a year, like almost at least 10 months. So I don't put a lot, you don't need a lot. It's meant to just be a foundational product, right? So I put the Bader on. Then after that, I go in with what I consider my primary moisturizer. So all the products I've listed before are like build-ups to the moisturizer and adding moisture back into my face. But this one is a serum, again, by Eminence Organic Skincare, and it's in their Stone Crop Serum line. So I stayed consistent within that product offering line. I did check out some of their other things, and they build things within different lines, different categories where there's a main ingredient, and they'll label the line in that company's like product offerings after that product. So I've been using the Stone Crop line, and this is the serum. So it is an intense protective hydrator, and it smooths and softens the skin. So the Stone Crop line, it's supposed to assist and aid against hyperpigmentation. So I know that that's why I stayed also within this offering and within this brand and line. So back to why I consider this my main moisturizer. I consider it my main moisturizer because I avoid oily and heavy lotions and things on my face. I just don't do facial lotions. I believe lotion is for the body. I do lotions on my body and oils and things like that. But again, because my face is more on the sensitive side and it gets oil prone quick, and I do not want it to be breakout city or bump city. So I'm very specific and very careful about what I put on the face. So I found that serums are a great replacement for lotions or oils, and that's in my opinion. So other people may disagree. I'm not a dermatologist or an esthetician, so this may not work for you, but I found that the serums works for me, and it has a hyaluronic component to it. So that means that it draws moisture from the air onto your skin. So you have some nice moisture for your skin that's not heavy, that's not oil producing, and it works for me. I like it. You don't have to put a lot on to get the product in. And as you can see, skin's already starting to glow and flow and be woken up. So, yep, I like this product. As far as its effectiveness in removing dark spots, I don't know, I think it works. It's not an overnight thing. I can't say like, oh, I woke up and the dark spot was gone. Not that at all. I like this because it moisturizes my skin and my skin receives it. My skin does not reject it. I do not have any bump formations or anything of that nature as a result of using this. All right, and then last but not least, in my morning skincare routine is aloe gel. Aloe gel is a staple for me. I've been implementing aloe gel as a moisturizing agent for my face for years. Almost like, yeah, since 2011, since I started this natural skincare journey. Aloe gel has been a staple for me. In fact, I started with this as my main moisturizer at one point because I was just avoidant of like lotions. I just refused to put lotions on my face because they just didn't work, lotions or oils on my face. So I figured, oh, I could use aloe gel. So aloe gel, it'll get you through a certain point, but it doesn't penetrate as well. It's not a adequate moisturizing product on its own. If you want something that will penetrate the skin, you need to have a serum, you need to have some of the products that I've used prior to this. However, I think it does its job. I think it adds to your skincare routine. So usually my main brand of aloe gel that I would use is the Lily of the Valley, or Lily of the Desert, sorry, Lily of the Desert brand. I used to use this, and I probably will always have a container of this brand of aloe gel because it serves its purpose. I like how it works. I'm used to the consistency. And I stopped using it because I needed more. And I went to Whole Foods and this is what they had. They didn't have this brand and I didn't want to wait and order it on Amazon. So I figured I would try something new. So lately I have been using the Alba Botanica aloe gel. The consistency and the ingredients are different from the Lily of the Desert brand, but I think I've been enjoying it. This one is more lightweight. There's some floral oils in here. And it actually leaves my skin, it actually feels fine. It does feel a bit more on the, I don't want to say greasy side because it's not greasy, but it is kind of. I think because there's some flower and plant extracts in here. And also alcohol is further down on the ingredients list, meaning that there's less of it. Whereas with the Lily of the Desert aloe gel, alcohol is higher up on the ingredients list and there's more of it. And so I appreciate this brand of aloe gel because it does help to dry out irritation. So I use it kind of like alcohol, a safer one that won't give me too much of the hyperpigmentation effect should I have a breakout or something. But I also have to be mindful of how much I use. So anyway, but that is my morning daily natural beauty healthcare routine. I hope this was helpful to you. At night I do wash my face before I sleep, and I recommend that you do as well in order to keep the skin flourishing. I keep it really simple at night. I usually just go in with my face wash, my primary face wash, and occasionally the Stone Crop gel wash, and then Bader, and then we call it a night, right? Sometimes I might add aloe gel if I see a breakout or a place of irritation on my skin, and it actually does help. When I wake up, it's gone. But for the most part, this is my regimen. I do have a mask, but I don't use mask regularly. I have one by Glow Recipe, the watermelon mask. So because when I find something that works, I don't try to replace it too often. Now I may experiment if I feel like, oh, I think I see something that's out there, people are talking about this brand, it may work. Or if I'm seeing something going on with my skin and I want to try something different, I would. But I found that the Glow Recipe watermelon sleeping mask is pretty good. Like if I have a special event the next day and I want to just make sure my skin is more radiant and more popping, more flourishing. I don't know if we use popping anymore, but anyway, just more ebullient. Then I will use this, but I honestly haven't been using it that much. So yes, thanks for watching my beauty routine. I hope that you're able to take something from it and figure out what works for you, what works for your skin, what works for your face. This is a gender neutral process, and women are typically more inclined to do a multi-step process because, you know, that's just, I think it's a beauty thing. I think that it's inherent with femininity. But however, men, you guys need to take care of your skin too, because we see your face, and I think you do as well. You may not be as inclined to do multi-step processes, but you got to do what works for you. And if you are a person who's in front of the camera more, you might be more inclined to do multi-step stuff because you have to, and at the advice of a skincare expert or someone. And you are more than welcome to try some of these products out and let me know if you use some of these, what are your thoughts on them and how they work for you. Another point I want to say is my 7-step process or a 6 or 7-step process. I think that, yeah, I'm happy with it. Let me know what you think and what works for you. Hopefully you got some tips from this and you create a goal around your health care, your skincare routine specifically. Mine is to reduce excessive oil, yet moisturize, and reduce hyperpigmentation. So, and this is what has been working for me. All right, so I pray you have a blessed day, and recognize too that healthy skin, it starts from within. So yes, I'm doing all these steps and these products and things like that, and they've been working for me. They've been great. I've also found that if I'm not eating right, if I'm not drinking enough water, there's no product that will make my skin look its best. So increasing your water intake, reducing sugar. Sugar will jack up your face. Sugar will mess up your skin, and that's something I've recently been learning. I didn't realize how much of an issue sugar can be to our skin, and it comes out in different ways. So while you might get a bump like also from like all those like heavy oils and chips and greasy foods, but if you have a lot of sugar, that stuff comes out in your pores and in your scalp. It impacts the flakage, the rate of flakes and the amount of flakes in your scalp, because it creates some sort of yeast like buildup. And when that stuff hits your skin, it's breakout city, it's pimple city. So reduce the sugar. Yes, invest in good products and figure out a routine that will work for you, but also make sure you're drinking your water, getting your vitamins, getting outside when it's clean and safe to do so, and thinking positive. And I think that is the recipe for good skin. All right, so I pray you have a blessed day, and I'll speak to you later.